Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Final video today. This is just kind of like this is a lot of W's today. Well, the one negative where Judge Trump and all kind of was being planned to getting killed. Well, other than that, this was a good day, I would say, because it seems like we are having a few people really expressing joy and discontent with the far left and on how everything's going. Now, granted, I do agree that seeing some comments and stuff like that, I understand that there's like I have to do some Democratic people that are in here, which is all more welcome. I want to see everybody in here, Democrats, Republicans, liberals, all that stuff. I think a lot of us, in the majority of the cases, are that we're good, faring people. We're not normally psychotic. We may not all agree on things, but that's normal, I think. I don't think we're going to agree on everything. We're always going to have things that we're going to disagree with, but at the end of the day, we can all come together and start agreeing with stuff. Now, Tim Pool may say that, oh, well, that the country is divided and all that. And I would agree to a point that the country is divided, but I also want to say that not everybody is a lunatic, right? Not everybody's going to go out there and go hurt people. Not everybody out there is going to go and come harm for others. I would agree. I would think that the majority of the people do not want anything to do with children being want children to be harmed, want Supreme Courts to be harmed, for all this other stuff, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think the country might be coming together slowly but surely because we're all coming together because we're all suffering, right? We're all suffering under these hard times with the inflation, and all this other stuff. And it's not affecting just me, one of my places side. It's affecting everyone involved. So again, I welcome you guys, and hopefully we can all have the great fight. Let's go on to this great video here, or this article rather. And it says, Father on MSNBC summarizes how bad Democrats are getting shellacked in November with one perfect sentence. And I'm sorry, and I agree. It's terrible, really. And like I said, I don't think the Democrats that we currently have in place, at least the far left ones, are really a vocal minority of the actual Democrats that are just normal people. It's things that we don't necessarily agree on, and I think that their policies won't help, but we're not going to this far to an extent to where it's like this. And I think the vocal minority, or the very silent minority says this exactly, or is similar in its stature. And of course, I don't label a lot of the Democrats with the far left because I think the far left are an off-breed or a far section of themselves. I don't think that these people represent the people. And I think the Democrats, these Democrats are mostly in power, are so far left, are so out of the norm that they don't represent the normal Democratic people. So that's where I get to partake in. And I think this is, I think we're moving this right forward. Joe Biden is said to be a crankback as of late because he's less popular than the last president in the eyes of the American people. Sure, Biden has screwed almost everything up, and mothers are struggling to feed their babies now. He can barely string together sentences. Anytime he speaks, he embarrasses himself, but there are no more mean tweets. Of course, ranting and hating on Biden. Fair enough, as he should. He should be criticized for the things that he's done, said, and all that stuff. And I agree that he does embarrass himself. He embarrasses Americans, honestly. He really puts like an insult on Americans. And that's an issue. He hurts he hurts Americans and embarrasses us. I feel embarrassed whenever he goes out to speak because I don't think he represents me at all. Unfortunately, he's being made to represent me because he isn't currently the highest position of power in America currently. Joey's going to hate seeing this clip from MSNBC so much so that if I were on changing duty for when the president has another bathroom incident, I call in sick. My father was interviewed at a gas station about how he is planning to vote in November and why. Washington Beacon, MSNBC reporter talks to a man about gas prices. Reporter: the fact that we are seeing gas prices impact people's pocketbooks, would that change how you're considering voting? Man, definitely one administration had cheaper gas, and this administration has more expensive gas. So let's see what he says. Full clip.
Green car, an electric car, hybrid car?
All right, two-pronged question for you, William. Okay. The first one is this, and Katie makes a great point. The fact that we are seeing gas prices impact people's pocketbooks so much right now, would that change how you're considering voting for the next election, whether it's congressional later this year or presidential a couple of years down the road?
Definitely. I just know that one administration had cheaper gas, and this administration has more expensive gas.
And this is a bottom line, strictly financial conclusion for you.
I mean, it's a housing market. It's everything you previously mentioned. Gas is a big part of it, but, right now we're...
Yeah, and here's the thing. They cut off the full clip, which I'll probably have to find the full clip later on, but... he's saying a lot of things. I think he's saying what a lot of Americans are feeling right now, right? Like you and me, we're all feeling the same thing. Gas prices are up. Our tanks are becoming more expensive. It's becoming, for some cases, the gas prices are reaching minimum wage levels to where people can't make ends meet because they have to because gas is more than their minimum wage or close to it. And groceries are becoming more expensive and harder to buy. Baby formula is being low. All this stuff, and this is affecting everybody. This is not just affecting one group of people. This is affecting everyone in America, and I think people are finally waking up and really just want a change so they can go back to living life normally, be able to pay for things, be able to live comfortably. Because it's really hard to do that when you're struggling for gas. Like I said, Biden, when they're trying to cater to the abortion thing and all this other stuff that's not related to the economic stuff, and you go out and say, oh, we're having the greatest, economic thing, ever possible, and surge in sales and stuff. Like, Biden, you need to wake up, because that's not what people are feeling right now. This is not what the American people are feeling, and you are the direct cause of this. And again, as like I said before, is that people need harsh realities to really wake up, and they're finally seeing it. And like I said, this man looks like, as I said before, just a normal, everyday American. Doesn't look like he goes in too much into politics and stuff like that. Just doing his life, living his life, trying to just put food on the table. And he's noticing that the last administration that he had, the last president, didn't have this problem. The new president that is here does have this problem, and that's what he realizes. And that's it. And at the end of the day, that's just the way it is. So again, he wants what's best for his family, best for him, and how he can, and more easy to put food on the table. And again, the Democrats are not meeting this. They're not meeting this need that people want. And the Democrats keep on going after people over and over again. It's like they'll put in policies that nobody wants. Like, oh, we're going after gas prices. Okay, well, guess what? That whoever puts that in just needs to die. It is what's hurting everybody, and it's a problem. It's definitely a problem. As the man says, everything is getting more expensive, but gas prices are the big one. The current national average is $4.86 for a gallon of gas. Rounding that out is $5. The national average when Biden's predecessor left office was $2.339 a gallon. I wish I had that. Oh, please, oh God, Emil. Has gone up to $2.47 a gallon since Biden has been in charge. They've gone up $1.47 since the DCCC expected us to say thank you to Joe Biden because gas prices had dropped 2 cents when it hasn't. And honestly, 2 cents is nothing. Democrats also expect us to But the best part of the video is the countdown tick clicker in the lower right hand corner to the January 6 hearings. Democrats in the media, but I repeat myself, expect you to care about a protest that got out of hand a year and a half ago, all the while ignoring the real problems with which you and I and the rest of the American people are struggling. I 100% agree. And like I said, they want to go with the January 7th or January 6th protests and hearings and abortion and, again, all this other stuff. We don't want to hear it. We're tired of it. We want to live. So, like, again, it's just another point in fact where they're tone deaf. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, share. Love you. See you in the next one. And take care.